Baby doll pumpkin pie. Is HEX about to take over? I ask you this question because my prophecies have been hit. I've been dreaming and prophesizing and fondling all these ideas, and they seem to be coming true. Now, I'm fully aware I don't get everything right, but for some reason, sitting here 18 hours a day in my fluffy slippers, sometimes I have hot chocolate, sometimes I drink orange juice with 3 ice cubes, it's coming to me. I'm here to share it with you. And the best part is, you don't need to be a degenerate and leverage trade. Just join the community. Like, subscribe, bell button all. You see, I made a video back in November 2022. I didn't have a YouTube. And I made this video about Richard Hart's Outrage marketing. And I just went through this video. You can watch it if you want. 10 minutes. And I showed how we're all emotional because the HEX price, it capitulated down to 2.4 cents. And it's just been going down in a straight line for a whole year. And everyone was yelling and screaming. And I admit in this video, I go, man, I'm human too. I'm angry. I want to kill you all. I want to choke someone. But we have to remember, and I'm professional here. I said, look, we are not angry at PulseChain launch. We're angry because the price is going down and it reflects what we perceive as value of the whole thing. That's what we're angry about, all right? So I go through this video. All right? And I made a prophecy in here. And I show how Outrage marketing was just, you see this left box? That's the bear market strategy. That's Richard Hart's strategy for the bear market. No one was talking about this. Everyone just said, outrage, outrage, outrage. But look, I love you so much. You get to buy a super cheap price. It's still cheap. I'm telling you now, okay? Yes, you've had many months to get mega cheap prices. Now it's just very cheap instead of mega cheap. And then it's going to go up and just become cheap itself. So I'm not selfish. I'm here to help you. I'm a man of the people. Scum, like other YouTube influencers who I've been grifted by, they will shill you stuff after the confirmed candles, after we've gone up, when their bags are already loaded, because they don't care about you. Remember my triangle, the trilemma, the crypto influencer trilemma. They will always choose to pay themselves and to protect their reputation. They never let you get paid. For you to get paid, you got to buy when it's unknown. So I'm here. I find this information out. I go through so many crypto. I get an edge here. And what do? Instead of keeping it for myself, I share it with you. You get to buy cheap prices with me, right? So that's the beautiful part of this. And in here, I made a prophecy that the outrage marketing was just a phase. And it being a phase, something new will start to come in. Now, I don't know what that new thing is, but I'm just showing you that this is all part of a bigger plan, a cycle of emotions. There's a strategy. There are things going on. But you must have no expectations. When you have expectations, you bring in the wrong type of person. It's just like if you had friends and you always paid for dinner and you always looked after them and they always looked after their bills. What's going to happen? They're going to start to expect it. You attract the wrong type of personality. I'm sure maybe in your dating life, same thing. If you do everything, you set the expectation in the wrong place, you know what happens after that. So, I prophesized we now enter a recovery market strategy. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be something different. I even go through this video and I show that outrage marketing is one of the key pillars to get the brand name out. Look, I've even got here, right? Good marketing works when you have seen the product in 3 different places before. So the strategy is, okay, we have to get people who have not heard of HEX or PulseChain yet outside of crypto because they're going to be buying in 2024, 2025, but they need to feel confident with us. How do you get them to feel confident with us? You've got to hear multiple times the name. Well, where are you going to hear it from? So if you do outrage marketing, you spread the word out. You get them now. Now, you don't get them to buy it. This is why it's controversial. A lot of people, they got their toilet paper and they were just flushing their portfolios down the drain with the 4 poopy horsemen. They were saying to me, oh, the price isn't going up, the outrage doesn't work. And I made this video to show you, you don't know what's going on. Sit down in your squeaky chair and listen to me. Good marketing does not work with an automatic conversion like this. Good marketing works when you build a base. You are building the familiarity of the brand. So with Outrage, they've seen Richard Hart now. And in a year from now, they're not even going to remember where he came from. Because look at this, I started prophesizing here, the second place they see it. Look at this. Maybe it's someone on Twitter. Maybe it's Kitco interviews, some random interviews. Okay, so now, first was the Outrage. Now they see him on Twitter, go, hey, I kind of recognize that guy. He was twerking here and there. Okay. And number 3, we're already here. So we already own it. It's probably us. It's a community who says, yes, come join in. We're making money. The community's growing. Woo! That's how all crypto works. That's how all marketing works. All of it. You got to get people familiar with the product. I made this video and it just got faded with time because it was the bottom depression. I made this in November. FTX collapse. Look at this content I was putting. Go look at all these other influencers. They disappeared. They don't care about us. We are outsiders. Me and you are outsiders. They don't care, man. They're getting paid under the table. They have no sense of urgency. They already know that they're going to do some angel investing, crappy IGAN layer, whatever deal they're going to have, and they're just going to dump it on everyone in the next bull market. We already know that. I'm not going to play that game. I think the people have had enough. I don't believe any of these Bitcoin maxis, Ethereum maxis. I don't believe anyone anywhere. I think it's all a game, and I think we can play the game differently now. And the game is, because I love you, how about I just give all this out for free? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but at least I tried. All right, I'm not making any money of this. So, I made this video. And look at this. We're going to go through some of my tweets. And look at this prophecy, friends. Have a look at this, okay? So, I made this tweet. The HEX conference will be from January 6th to January 9th, hosted by Mati Allin. God bless that man. Does so much for the HEX community. Runs the HEX conference. I looked at XRP conference, Cardano conference. I went and looked at other community conferences. They don't have grassroots like this. Someone paid for them. Every time. XRP ones, it's like everyone's in a suit and they're on stage. And I'm like, haha, who funded that XRP conference? It's the people who bought XRP. Because Ripple are dumping on everyone minus 30% below market through the market makers. Isn't that sad? Look at this. This is a grassroots movement. That's why I think it's unique. That's why when I made these posts, man, HEX was 97% down. And I was like, oh my God, why are we down this low? This is deep value. And man, yeah, I'm feeling it deep in the rectum right now. It is hurting. But this is where you're supposed to go harder. You go harder when it hurts. But I understand if most people didn't. But you still have time. You still have time. So, look at even this prediction I made, okay? I predicted that Ricardo Corazon is going to wear a black shirt. That was my prediction. No one was even talking. Like, what do you mean black shirt? Who cares about the black shirt? We want to hear PulseChain launch. And all I said was black shirt. If you noticed, I mentioned nothing of PulseChain here. Nothing. Irrelevant. Don't worry about it. Because I know HEX community is going to hate me now already. I knew the real knower of the PulseChain launch is actually the Ethereum price and Bitcoin price. So I know you're going to crucify me. Who cares? I'm telling you this because you have to hear it, not because you want to. All right, look. So I also go on here. I believed Outrage marketing was a 2022 campaign year, and the strategy will evolve for 2023. So have a look. What happened here? Oh, please tell me the color of this man's shirt, Ricardo Corazon. Right on track. Right on track. And here I made a lovely tweet very recently. First thing I did mention is, most important, we wear fluffy slippers. That's what we do here. You hear him tapping? You hear him tapping away. And sometimes we make a prophecy. I got this one right. So look, this is not to gloat or anything. I'm just letting you know. Sometimes you just get a gift. And the gift is I'm just here. I just see stuff in a certain way and I've got an edge. While I have this edge, I'll share it with you. But you go try tell me other people who are sharing their edge. Because I've been around for a long time, man. They don't share in anything. Most people don't share. You know what they share? Hey, come follow my trading and pay me money. That's what they share. That's not really sharing, right? That's grifting. So I mentioned here, man, you got to pay attention to the deep value crypto. Deep value. Yeah. So I'm sharing this with you because in my mind, okay, I have a string of prophecies, and I'm surprised, by the way. Don't think I was like, oh, I knew it was coming. I'm just shocked as you are. And I'm like, okay, somehow I have a read on this situation and the community and everything that's growing. And I'm right about all my theories and my prophecies and everything that's happening. It's all making sense. The pieces of the puzzle are coming together. I wonder if the next ones come true too. And you probably want to know what they are. And I will tell you, you stay in your squeaky chair and you keep your back straight, and we're going to get to that. So PulseChain is going to be next, right? So look at this. I made a tweet here just reminding everyone. So you're wondering, what happened? Look. So I have a prophecy alert. If only you had a friend who made a 10-minute video explaining the situation in 2022. I did. I told everyone. You know what the beautiful part is? Of all the messages I get, I love you all. 99% of us, we bought and held. 1% is paper-handed a bit. And the non-believers were the four poopy horsemen who sold a collective like 500 million HEX. Fuck them. Good. They're out. They're non-believers. They don't follow me. Good. We got them out. The big scum, the big poopy heads. Finished. That's what I'm proud of. Everyone saw, and we bought, we held, and now we're in. So, by the way, also, if you're listening to this, I know some of you guys, unfortunately, sold at 3 to 4 cents because you couldn't believe you made a double. And, oh my God, I don't know what to tell you. I've been yelling for how long. Deep value, hold to 2025, and the first double you get, you sell. So please, if you think you're gonna make it with that, you are very mistaken. All right, your $2,000 or however much you clipped in, you ain't retiring off a double, and you're not gonna get the next 16 doubles in a row. You gotta let your winners ride. I do all the research. Like, how do you know it's a winner? Well, you don't know the future, but I'm giving you like 13,000 pieces of evidence that maybe, just maybe, that milk you're drinking, it's not the high A2 protein milk. You know what milk it is. We don't like soy around here. So yeah, my next prophecy target, I think HEX can hit $2. The real target's like $1.50, but we'll talk about that later, right? And that's only because the absolute real target is $4.50, and I just divided it by 3 arbitrarily. Either way, I mean, it's way above 80 cents, so who cares whether you're buying it under 10 cents, right? So don't lose sight of the big picture. Look what Ricardo Corazon has done. This right-hand side, he makes a tweet. Flexing is boring. I'm just focused on building and making the world a better place. And as soon as he said this, everyone started retweeting. What does it mean? What does it mean? And I was like, oh my God, is my prophecy actually coming true? And I'm not making this up. I actually was drinking orange juice today. So as I read this, I continued drinking my orange juice. I know, it's all for the memes, but I was having some OJ today for real. And his next bio update. Ricardo doesn't read messages or email. This bio used to be a self-flex. I own the world's richest diamond. I raised 27 million for charity. I blah, blah, blah. You know, all the self-flex stuff. I forgot them all. So look at this. I got it right. You confirm to me what year it is. Go check your calendar. If it's 2023, we have a double tick here. 2 ticks of friendship. So I re-uploaded the video if you want to watch it. So the point is, friends, you've seen all these views, got theories, you're never 100% right. This is investing. And we aren't even in boomer macro finance stocks, right? So we are dealing with the unknown of the unknowns in an unknown, risky, bleeding edge industry where everything's a scam and nothing's a scam. And here I am telling you, my God, the code doesn't really matter to the community. And you're like, whoa, that makes no sense because they all spend all their time on the code. So there's so many paradigm breaking, peanut brain frying stuff. But just keep your little peanut brain nice and salty and tasty. And just remember these final messages that I have for you. All right. Going forward, If HEX community continues the way it is, I'm telling you, it ticks all the boxes. All right. I've gone through 500 coins. I don't see a community that wants to come for my neck if I talk bad about them the way Hexicans do. I like that. 2, they're sticky. They're sticky. So I'm thinking of, hey, we got 150,000 people to bootstrap PulseChain. Okay. Ethereum has 450,000 daily active users. Ethereum. We're going to have 1/3 of people who are actively staking, clicking, spamming the logos, going on TikTok, onboarding. That is big. I bet you never looked at it like that. Yeah, there's 10 or 12 million unique people, but they only come for the bull market. Ethereum has 450,000 daily active users right now. We're going to have 1/3 of that. Oh, you better believe there's going to be a lot of noise being made. So, price goes up, price goes down. What I always say, don't look at the chart, look at the calendar. I want to make it to 2025. I want this runway to continue. Yes, it can go to 0 tomorrow. Like right tomorrow, we lose everything. Yes, it can happen. However, from everything I've seen, all the pieces of the puzzle, and if you had any doubt, for some reason, my brain is connecting to the signals here. You know, my little satellite, my little peanut brain, instead of frying from the microwaves, it's actually picking up the signal and it's going, wow, okay, Outrage marketing was a plan to get the name out. And then in the next year, there's going to be something else and the community is going to keep growing. And then we're going to be onboarding Ethereum users who don't want to pay too much gas fees. And then you can see the follow-on knock-on effect from that. You don't need to predict every single thing, right? I'll end with this final message, right? You can know all of this with me, and it doesn't matter. I'll be honest, it doesn't matter whatsoever. The only thing that matters is how long you hold. That's a fundamental principle of investing with anything. You buy a house, you buy some stonks, you buy a commodity, you do anything. It's how long you hold. So, I don't care what HEX price does tomorrow. I don't care what it does next month. Yay, maybe 8 cents, maybe back down to 1 cent, 20 cents, 30 cents. I don't care. The thesis is we get unbanned from CoinMarketCap. We get listed and they make Richard potentially a main character. Maybe, okay? Maybe we don't have to go that far, but I mean, you're looking around, you're seeing the bubbling and minus 97% collapse. You know Mike Novogratz? No, it wasn't Mike Novogratz. It was Paul Tudor Jones, one of the greatest traders. Paul Tudor Jones. He went and he was speaking to someone, I think Stan Druckenmiller. And he said, hey man, why do you even like this Bitcoin trash? This was back in 2017 or 2018. And Paul Tudor Jones said, hey man, did you know that of all the people who bought Bitcoin at $17,000 the top, 80% of them are still holding, 80 to 70%, right? And then Paul says, he goes, you find me any asset where people after such a deep, nasty 85% correction, they're still holding, I'm going to pay attention, baby. But let me tell you something, friends, right now, all right? You keep your socks on for this. You keep your socks on for this. Let's go this. We're doing this live. HEX dropped 96. Let's round it. 97% drop. HEX dropped minus 97%. They're all still here. They're all still riding. They all still have their tattoos. And after a green candle or two, they're all ready to fire up. Do you want to ignore that? Or do you want to stop being a little bitch and actually act for once in your life and change yourself for the better? You tell your mum you love her, sirs and madams, and I'll see you next time.